Okay, back at it again, friends. Big fan of Cobra Kai? So are we. And we love how this martial arts show is a spin-off of the classic Karate Kid. This is the kind of story that is loved by people across all generations. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Cobra Kai, including how it all began, and mostly about Season 2 and that insane ending. We're so excited that Season 3 has indeed been confirmed for a 2021 release. So, what's going to happen? Well, we want to debrief all of this and more. But as always, you can expect us to discuss Season 2 in detail here, so if you're not all caught up, beware of spoilers. First, let's talk about Karate Kid, since that's the classic that this show is based off of. Karate Kid is a 1984 film starring Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, and Elizabeth Shue. This martial arts film about a teenager who has to learn the difficult and delicate art of karate in order to defeat his bullies in a tournament is an amazing and renowned film. Not only does he learn from Mr. Miyagi, but along the way he learns a lot about himself, about mental strength, and love. This film was the first in what ended up being a whole franchise of Karate Kid projects. I mean, this came out in 1984 and people are not only still talking about it, but continuing to make shows and movies that are a spin-off of the original Karate Kid. A true classic. So, now that we have a little background, let's dive in and talk about how this leads us to Cobra Kai. And yes, this will also lead us to talking about Season 2 and all its juicy plot points. Here we go! So, Cobra Kai is an action comedy drama YouTube Red series which has now been acquired by Netflix. And the best part? Many of these actors are familiar faces from the original Karate Kid film. Pretty cool. So, we're set in present day, or 34 years after the original Karate Kid, and Cobra Kai takes the perspective of Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka. We love this slightly darker take, and seeing the story from the original bully's point of view gives viewers a chance to see things in a completely different lens. So, how does Johnny Lawrence come to the decision to open up the karate dojo? Well, he rescues his teenage neighbor Miguel from a gang of bullies using karate. Using karate to fight the bullies? Sound ironically familiar? Well, Miguel then asks Johnny to teach him karate, and so our story begins. He decides to reopen the Cobra Kai karate dojo, thus leading to a whole host of events, mainly rekindling the old rivalry between himself and our original protagonist, Daniel LaRusso, played by Ralph Macchio. And we love all the drama, action, and adventure that has come our way since the beginning of this show. So, as always, friends, let's take this moment to briefly review some of our favorite Cobra Kai cast members. Let's get to it. Xolo Maridueña plays Miguel Diaz. He is rescued, as we said, by Johnny Lawrence from a gang of bullies, and in turn, wants to learn more about the art of karate. Martin Kove plays John Kreese, who was the main villain in the original Karate Kid series, and continues to be the villain in Cobra Kai. He pretends to have a change of heart to try and take Cobra Kai from Johnny forever. Some people never change. Tanner Buchanan plays Robbie Keene, the son of Johnny Lawrence and ex-girlfriend Sharon Keene. He's involved in a steamy love square, but we'll get to that in a second. We have Mary Mauser as Samantha LaRusso, Daniel and Amanda's teenage daughter. She has been taught karate by her father at a young age and enjoys the benefit of being a popular girl in her high school. She's also the love interest of Miguel, and the two begin dating after some drama goes down with Samantha's ex, Kyler. In Season 2, we have Peyton List introduced as Tori. She and Miguel end up dating, but there's a ton of drama, mixed feelings, competition, and jealousy between Tori, Miguel, Samantha, and Robbie. Like we said, love square. So, let's talk more about Season 2 now that we've brushed up on all of our Karate Kid and Cobra Kai knowledge. We get to see most of the original Karate Kid cast continue to shine, particularly in one episode when the boys go on a road trip with Johnny when their good friend Tommy is diagnosed with brain cancer. There's a lot of homage to the original Mr. Miyagi as his teachings fuel the show, and we get to see some flashbacks as well. We also get to see some backstory on Robbie and Sensei Kreese when Robbie was young. Throughout Season 2, we even come to see the character arc of Johnny develop, with a big theme of mercy throughout the show. He begins to identify more with mercy with Cobra Kai and distances himself a bit more from Kreese, which Kreese says he will regret down the line, which he does. Of course, as we all remember from the finale, there's a huge fight that takes place right in the cafeteria of the high school. Tori and Sam are fighting over Miguel, while Miguel is fighting Robbie over Sam, which Miguel is totally winning, before he remembers that he should be merciful as taught by Sensei Lawrence. But this completely backfires. Because he shows mercy in that moment and refuses to break Robbie's arm, Robbie takes advantage and kicks him, which results in Miguel breaking his neck. Sam also ends up in the hospital from her fight with Tori. I mean, can we say drama? So, there had been a budding romance between Miguel's mom and Johnny, which immediately ends when Miguel is put in the hospital. Being a mom, she blames her son's condition on the man who taught him how to fight. As if Johnny's situation couldn't get any worse, he comes to realize that Kreese has secretly taken over Cobra Kai by making a deal with the landlord, which Johnny never finalized or solidified on paper. Kreese says, "Cobra Kai belongs to me. It always has." We know, Cobra Kai fans, Kreese is always so shady. So, Johnny is essentially left with nothing, goes to the beach, throws his phone and his car keys away, a clear indication that he wants to start over or maybe he just wants to disappear. But the entire season ends with a phone call from Allie Mills. Blast from the past! He doesn't see it, however, since he's already walking away. Well, what's going to happen with that situation? Time, and Season 3, will only tell. We absolutely love all the flashbacks in this season and love even more when original characters from The Karate Kid are reintroduced into the Cobra Kai cast. Okay, so now that we've provided a little overview of Season 2, let's get to the best part. Speculation about Season 3. So like we said, bringing back Allie Mills, played by Elizabeth Shue, has fans sitting on the edge of their seats. It's a huge cliffhanger for Cobra Kai viewers. I mean, we were just as surprised when Kreese was reintroduced at the end of Season 1, so there's no doubt that we'll see more development on Allie's character in Season 3. We know this may complicate the situation with Johnny, since maybe she'll leave her husband for him and their old flames, which would disrupt the whole inner workings of Cobra Kai, and we think she'll be working more closely with Miguel to help reconstruct his movements, since she is, as we know, a nurse. So maybe Johnny will reconnect with Allie and use their closeness as leverage to help Miguel in the process. And how is he going to get back control of Cobra Kai? What's going to happen with its ownership? Who else can we expect to see from the original cast of characters in Season 3? Fans can't wait to see what happens with those complicated love triangles and love squares, and rivalries within the high school. Also, fans can't wait to see what happens with Johnny, Daniel, Kreese, Allie, and so many of the other characters we have gotten to know and love. So, there you have it, friends. What do you think will happen in the next season? Leave us a comment below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell as we bring you more juicy info, gossip, and speculation about the shows and stars you know and love. Until next time.